Hello everyone, CompleteIndie here, and welcome. With the new release of Wilds of Eldraine, today we're going to be building a commander deck around Obyra Dreaming Duelist. Fairies are a super popular creature type, and with the return to relevance, it felt like a clear choice. Obviously, we'll want as many fairies as we can, so things like Universal Automaton, Nightshade Schemers, and Hypnotic Sprite are all welcome additions. Additionally, we have great ways to support our fairies. Adaptive Automaton, Glen Elendra Liege, and Spirit Noble all provide a constant buff to our fairy creatures, and Bloodline Pretender and Talion's Messenger both are able to put specialized buffs in the form of counters on our fairies as well. Additionally, Nectar Fairy, Shadow Puppeteers, and Reflection of Lethargia are all able to provide unique abilities of their own to our fairies, and Icon of Ancestry and Instruments of War are artifact-based anthems here in the deck as well. But we want to trigger Obyra's ability even more. To do that, Cloudseeder, Una, Queen of the Fae, and Birthing Boughs are examples of ways to make a bunch of tokens in the deck, and there's also a moderate theme of Flicker. Widewind the Biting Gale, Glen Elendra Pranksters, and Paradox Glaucum, just to name a few. Obviously though, in order to actually play our fairies, we need mana and card draw. Everflowing Chalice, Midnight Clock, and Replicating Ring have us covered for our mana base, whereas for card draw, we have a ton of it, both in creature form with Picklock Prankster, Latchkey Fairy, and Nimbus, Una's Trickster, but also non-creatures like Change of Plans, Dig Through Time, and Fact or Fiction. We're also running Graveshifter, Mission Briefing, and Rescue from the Underworld to get specific cards back from our graveyard, as well as Fairy Harbinger as a way to get specific fairies from our deck itself. Rankle, Master of Pranks, Spell Stutter Sprite, and Soul Shatter exist as various means of removing our opponent's stuff. And, once removed, we can use the Eldest Reborn and Puppeteer Click to steal their creatures from the grave, or Halo Forager and Spelltwine to get their instants and sorceries. We run a bunch of cheap lands like Choked Estuary, Path of Ancestry, and Temple of Deceit to make our colors a little bit more reliable, and with that, you now have a $60 fairy deck, available in full in the description below. This deck was quite a challenge, if I'm being honest. Fairies are a type I've never actually built before, and it was way harder than I expected going in. So I'm actually pretty happy with the finished product. I hope you all enjoyed the deck, and thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing or supporting the channel on Patreon if you liked the video. You can check out these videos here, and until then, have fun.